Aston Villa are reportedly preparing a move for Manchester City forward Omar Marmoush during the January transfer window, following earlier inquiries from Tottenham Hotspur. Sources speaking to Team Talk claim Villa see the Egypt international as a potential addition to strengthen their attacking options as they push to maintain momentum in the second half of the season. Marmoush only joined Manchester City in January 2025 after completing a £59 million move from Eintracht Frankfurt, signing a contract that runs until the summer of 2029. Despite arriving with a strong reputation from the Bundesliga, the 26-year-old has found opportunities limited at the Etihad Stadium under Pep Guardiola. So far, Marmoush has recorded 9 goals and 4 assists in 40 appearances across all competitions. However, his involvement in key matches has been restricted, with just 2 Premier League starts and a single appearance from the outset in the Champions League this season, raising questions about his long-term role in Guardiola's plans. Although Marmoush is currently away on international duty with Egypt at the Africa Cup of Nations, that has not deterred Aston Villa from exploring a potential deal. Transfer insider Dean Jones has suggested that there is growing confidence within Villa's camp that a move could be possible, with interest reportedly intensifying behind the scenes. Jones explained that Villa view Marmoush as a player capable of reigniting his Premier League career, much like the club's recent attempts to revive the fortunes of other high-profile attackers. With Unai Emery keen to add depth and quality to his forward line, Marmoush is seen as a candidate who could help sustain Villa's impressive form. However, Manchester City are understood to be reluctant to sanction a mid-season departure. The club have already dismissed Tottenham's inquiries, and sources suggest there is little appetite to strengthen a direct rival such as Aston Villa, who are viewed as an even greater competitive threat this season. Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca is assumed to have delivered a shock message towards Manchester City ahead of their scheduled clash on the 5th of January, 2026, with remarks that have quickly caught attention across the Premier League. The Italian tactician is believed to have used unusually sharp language when discussing City, signaling a confident and confrontational stance before the high-profile encounter. According to reports circulating within football circles, Maresca suggested that Manchester City are no longer untouchable, insisting that Chelsea now view them as a direct rival rather than an unreachable benchmark. The comments are thought to reflect growing belief within the Chelsea camp as their long-term project begins to show signs of maturity. Maresca is assumed to have pointed towards what he described as predictable patterns in City's play, hinting that even Pep Guardiola's meticulously drilled system can be disrupted with bravery and tactical discipline. Such remarks were widely interpreted as a calculated attempt to apply early psychological pressure. The Chelsea boss reportedly balanced his criticism with respect, acknowledging Guardiola's influence on modern football while stressing that dominance is never permanent. Observers believe Maresca was keen to underline that every great team eventually faces a challenge from those willing to take risks. The comments have drawn particular interest due to Maresca's past links to Guardiola, having previously worked within similar footballing philosophies. That shared background is thought to give his words extra weight, as he is seen as someone who understands City's strengths and weaknesses from the inside. Inside the Chelsea dressing room, the message is assumed to have been framed as motivation rather than provocation. Players are believed to have been encouraged to embrace the challenge, play with intensity, and prove that Chelsea are ready to compete with the league's most established force. Manchester City, for their part, are unlikely to respond publicly, but Maresca's words have undoubtedly added spice to the fixture. Guardiola is renowned for shielding his players from outside noise, yet such pointed comments may quietly sharpen City's focus. Pundits have been split in their reaction, with some praising Maresca's confidence as a sign of Chelsea's renewed ambition, while others warn that confronting City verbally can often invite a ruthless response on the pitch. Regardless, the debate has elevated the anticipation surrounding the match. As the 5th of January, 2026 approaches, Maresca's assumed shock message has ensured that this meeting carries narrative weight beyond the league table. It now stands as a potential statement moment, one that could either validate Chelsea's rising belief or reaffirm Manchester City's enduring authority.